Soya chunks. You're getting about 52 grams of protein per 100 grams. And 100 grams of soya chunks come for about 20 rupees. Compare that to eggs. If you want 52 grams of protein from eggs, you need to spend about 40 rupees. So soya chunks are half the price of eggs. Soya chunks and soy products in general are fantastic for building muscle. But chances are, if you tell a gym bro to take soya chunks, they'll react like this. Bro, soya, you want man boobs or what? Now here's the unfortunate truth about gym bros. If for most of their life they've believed in a particular concept and they formed an opinion on that concept, it's very difficult to ask them to reconsider that opinion. Now in today's video, I'm not asking you to listen to my opinion, I'm asking you to listen to the opinion of science. Don't form opinions based on something you've heard someone say. If you want to form an opinion on something fitness related, first you gotta science the shit out of it. Now to understand this topic better, you gotta understand where this whole myth comes from. Now any soy-derived product contains a compound called isoflavones, and isoflavones are called phytoestrogens. Phyto means plants and estrogen is the female hormone responsible for giving you female characteristics. And unfortunately for most people, this is where the story ends. You're eating estrogen bro, obviously you'll become a chick. And unfortunately, it's not just the guys. A lot of women are also concerned about soya because they think it messes with their hormonal system. But again, to understand the truth, let's dive a little bit deeper into the science. Now, isoflavones are called phytoestrogens because they're capable of combining with the estrogen receptors all over your body. But what are estrogen receptors? Now, estrogen receptors are these proteins found on cells all over your body, even on the guys. And estrogen by itself, which is the female hormone, doesn't have any effects without combining with the estrogen receptors. You know, if you're trying to light a firecracker, you need the wick and you need the flame. So the flame is the estrogen that will set off the whole thing, but the estrogen receptor is the wick. Only together will they have an action. Now these receptors basically allow estrogen to do its thing, and they're found all over your body. In your bones, they allow for a deposition of calcium in the bones. On your skin, it helps in keeping the skin looking younger when it's combined with estrogen. Now the isoflavones that you ingest when you eat soy products also have the ability to combine with these receptors. But the thing to note here is that they don't combine with the receptors the same way the estrogen does. They combine weakly with the receptors. But just to be sure, let's put numbers on this. So there were these studies done where rodents were given a huge amount of isoflavones, and the rodents did show an elevated estrogen level and a drop in their testosterone levels. But not so fast. The rodents were given about 20 milligrams per kg of body weight. Converting that to human numbers, for every gram of protein that you're getting from soya, you're ingesting about 3 milligrams of isoflavones. So even if you have 100 grams of soya, you're getting about 52 grams of protein, which means you're getting about 156 milligrams of isoflavones. So if you're a 70 kg dude and you're ingesting 100 grams of soya chunks, you're only getting about 2.2 milligrams per kg of body weight. Now just for a minute, compare that with the 20 mg per kilogram that those mice were given. If as a human being you want to be consuming 20 mg per kg, that means you need to consume about 1400 milligrams if you're a 70 kg individual, which amounts to about 467 grams of protein. And if you want 467 grams of protein just from soya chunks, you'd have to consume a kilo of soya chunks every single day. So if you actually want man boobs through the soya chunks, and if you want your hormones to get affected, you gotta be consuming a kilo of soya chunks every single day. You gotta understand that unfortunately the fitness industry is full of egos and a lot of propaganda. And there are rumors that the whey protein industry and the meat industry have had a role to play in soya having such a bad name. Now, soya having such a bad name is linked to isoflavones, but what they don't tell you is that isoflavones also have a lot of other health benefits. They use in everything from cancer therapy to hormone replacement treatment to helping with your bone density and a bunch of other things. Okay, but just for a bit, let's turn our attention away from the science and the numbers and let's look at Japan and Japanese food culture. A lot of their dishes are centered around soya products like tofu and miso sauces, everything that contains isoflavones. But none of them have hormonal problems or man boobs or reproductive problems or anything like that. Now, if a culture like that has survived and prospered for thousands of years and thousands of generations of eating soya, what makes you think that that little bit of soya chunks that you're eating every day will change your hormonal system or your hormonal profile or will make you more manly or more feminine or things like that? Okay, now that we know that you can consume soya chunks, the real question is how much should you be consuming? Now, irrespective of what your trainers in your gym have told you, keep in mind that a lot of gym bros are narrow-minded. If they've believed something their entire life, they're going to try to impose that opinion on you. listen to science again. And the science of food always says this one golden rule. It says that nothing in excess is good for you, even soya chunks. So what I'd advise to you guys is that definitely keep soya as a part of your diet. Have a small meal containing soya every day if you're a vegetarian. But as with any food item, don't go overboard with it. Limit yourself to about 1 portion a day, and for the other portions, make sure you're getting your protein from varied sources. That's how you build lean muscle mass. Hey guys, so that was the video for today. If you liked it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Now, if you're a vegetarian who's trying to build lean muscle mass and you're looking for a diet to build lean muscle mass, make sure you check out my vegetarian full day of eating video. It'll show you the ideal food pattern that you're supposed to follow if you're serious about your gains. Either way guys, if you want to follow my personal fitness journey, make sure you follow me on Instagram at BeerBiceps and on Snapchat at ranveer.1693. That's my Facebook page, so make sure you give that a like as well. So until next time guys, from BeerBiceps, see you.